Did Adam Levine cheat on his pregnant wife and ask to name his baby after his mistress? Say it ain't so. But before we dive into this crazy story, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any pop culture news. So 4 days after Adam and his wife Bahita announced their third pregnancy, an Instagram model named Subner Stroh posted a TikTok video in which she claimed she had a year-long affair with Adam and he asked to name his baby after her.
I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, you know, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated.
So I love how she starts her video by saying, "This happened when I was young and naive." Meanwhile, this was just last year, and she's 23. And according to her post on Instagram, on her Instagram page, she attended the University of Texas and graduated with a degree in marketing and advertisement. So she's not dumb. She's an educated woman, and not only is she smart enough to know that a married man is off limits, she's definitely old enough to be labeled a homewrecker. Listen, everyone knows who this couple is: Adam Levine of Maroon 5 and Bahita Prinsloo, a Victoria's Secret model. Very beautiful, high-profile couple. They've been married for 8 years and have 2 children together, and Bahita is currently pregnant with her 3rd child. So this isn't Joe the garbage man who's leading a double life. This is a couple who walks the red carpet together, who are followed on a daily basis by paparazzi, who has a huge following, very well-known couple. Subner then shared a screenshot of Instagram DMs that Adam allegedly sent her. And in this DM, you can see they're kind of going back, flirting with each other. She's calling him hot. He's calling her hot.
Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year.
And then she goes on and shares another screenshot of direct messages from Adam after she, quote unquote, stopped talking to him for a period of months. And this is where he asked if he can name their 3rd child, if it is a boy, after her.
After I stopped talking to him over, you know, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, "Okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious." I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point.
So I guess this is a point where she realizes that her morals were unknowingly compromised and that she was completely manipulated by a man who she knew was married, by the way. This has to be a joke. Like, it really does has to be a joke. It has to be a joke.
I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So here I am.
It's almost disrespectful to his pregnant wife. Like, imagine waking up to this type of news. I'm pregnant, I'm enjoying my pregnancy, and I wake up to the fact that there's this woman out there saying she was manipulated by my husband and she slept with him. How disrespectful can you be? Darling, you slept with a famous man because you wanted to. So let's not do the whole young, dumb, naive excuse. You were old enough to know that sleeping with a married man is off limits and it's wrong. You liked the attention. Your ego loved the attention. He's a hoe. You a hoe. Call it what it is. Let's be honest. This is just another musician being accused of cheating on his spouse. Are you really surprised by these cheating accusations at this point? Because I'm not. Okay, look, if Beyonce can write a whole album about Jay-Z cheating on her, then no woman out there is safe. These men are rich. They're sexy. They are usually surrounded by beautiful women. They're on the road for weeks at a time. They're lonely. And if you have a wife at home who can't travel with you, the temptation of a beautiful woman can be alluring. I'm sorry. Women often surround powerful and influential men, and that can be very tempting. Wealth and fame can be attractive. Wealth and fame is very attractive to many women. And sometimes these women are the aggressors. They can be very aggressive with their advances. And don't think for a second that these women are innocent pawns in these men game. They're just as manipulative as these men. So I do not think that she was manipulated. I do not think that she's naive. I do not think that she was exploited. She was an equal, willing participant in this affair. But the audacity of some of these men, particularly Adam, cheating on your pregnant wife who you've been with for a decade, the mother of your children, the gorgeous Victoria's Secret model Bahita, with a trashy influencer who's filled with fillers. It's so trashy that it's almost laughable. Let me just humiliate myself and throw my whole family away for a random chick. We have to remember and normalize the fact that cheating is never about the lack of beauty in a woman or her worth or anything for that matter. A lot of beautiful women are cheated on, and it's not because they lack anything. Powerful and rich men cheat for various reasons, but the results are usually the same. Their position, their reputation, their status, and simply because they can. Women throw themselves at these men on a daily basis. It just proves that no matter how pretty, hot, skinny, men will still cheat if they're given the opportunity. Trash will always be trash. And Adam, you're trash for doing this to her. I'm just confused why Little Miss Homewrecker is coming out with this news now. And on TikTok, for God's sakes. I mean, is this for clout? Miss Homewrecker explained why she went public with her story.
I just wanted to make a part 2. I feel like it's obviously necessary. Hindsight is 2020. I initially wanted to go in and talk about how remorseful I feel and how embarrassed and disgusted I am with myself, but I didn't want people to look at it and think like, oh, she's playing the victim. But in reality, it had the opposite effect. Something I now realize I didn't touch on enough was the fact that one of my friends had attempted to sell it, which I realized yesterday whenever they reached out to me for comment. And so I was completely frantic. That is why that video is, for one, just so all over the place, and two, why I didn't touch on some of the things that I initially would have liked. So in this video, I would like to address some of those things. I only came forward because I wanted to kill whatever story the tabloid had.
So anything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. You say you want to do this privately, but then you post a TikTok video for the world to see. I don't doubt that she had an affair with Adam, but there was never a friend who wanted to sell your story. There was never anyone who was going to leak the story. You wanted attention, and so you leaked the story yourself. What's even more laughable is the caption of her video. Embarrassed I was involved with a man with this utter lack of remorse and respect. Girl, bye. Bye, bye, bye. She then posted a follow-up video responding to all the criticism that she got. And she said she wasn't trying to play the victim. She issues this half-ass apology, sort of glosses over the apology and made it about herself again. And she basically clarified what she meant when she claimed that she was manipulated. Well, according to her, she was under the impression that the marriage was over.
The most important part that I did definitely gloss over is the fact that I was under the impression that their marriage was over. I believe that they were keeping it quiet to avoid the negative press because, as I had said, I was new to LA. So I just assumed that with celebrities of that caliber, that that's just how it was. And that's why I feel exploited, because he knew I believed everything that he said because of my vulnerable position of being new to LA. Also, he was DMing me straight from his verified Instagram account. I didn't have any reason to further question it. But I now realize that that was likely a manipulation tactic of his, you know, just hiding in plain sight. As soon as I had realized that was not the case, I had cut things off with him. In retrospect, I wish I would have questioned things more. I wish I wasn't so naive, but you know, being naive is not an excuse for what I did in the role I played in this. Again, in no way was I trying to gain sympathy, and I fully realize I'm not the victim in this. I'm not the one who's really getting hurt here. It's Beate and her children, and for that, I'm so sorry.
This doesn't even make sense. Your explanation is just getting stupider and stupider by the moment. It doesn't even make sense. Like, call it what it is. You had an affair with a married man. Let's not try to dissect or explain why you did what you did. Did you not see his IG post throughout the whole year of him and his wife? Are you not on Google? Are you not on television? You are a social media influencer. So I'm sure you knew that he was still married. I'm sure you knew that they were still a happy family. She talks about being in a vulnerable position of being new to LA. Well, I don't think that you were in a vulnerable position. I think you inserted yourself in that and you got exactly what you were looking for, your 5 minutes of fame. You knew you were having an affair with a married man. Let's call it what it is. You wanted connections to further your career. As of today, her video got 14 million views. So this is clout with a capital C, okay? My problem with this is that you are still not accepting responsibility, and instead of genuinely apologizing to his wife, you take it upon TikTok for sympathy for yourself. But Adam did not remain silent. He posted on Instagram today, "A lot is being said about me right now, and I want to clear the air." Oh Lord, here we go with the clearing the air. "I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period in my life. In certain incidences, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that, and I have taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make. I would never do it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through this, and we will get through this together." This is another way of saying he cheated. I'm sorry. I like how they always go back and say, "Oh no, I had, I didn't cheat, but I used poor judgment." And then weeks later it came out that he really did cheat. Adam, you cheated. Let's call it what it is. You got caught cheating, and now you're trying to issue this half-ass apology to your wife and to the world. I do believe you're stupid enough to risk it all for a one-night stand. Unfortunately, the only people that I feel bad for are your children and your wife. If this allegations is true, you're trash, and so is this IG model. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on these cheating accusations. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.